Hey, it's a beer video. Again, here we go. Here we are.
Quiet. Say
What?
something.
Hi, how are you?
Okay. Okay.
Hey. We test levels live is what we do. Because we're a professional, whatever this is. Video maker thing? Video? I don't know. So we have another death. And this one a really good one. I'm not gonna say the guy's name because whatever, but that dude from Lost Prophets who was
Oh, Christ.
molesting or whatever he did with a bunch of children. Yeah, he got shivved in prison and bled to death. Bye.
I forgot about that. If you read his Wikipedia entry, it doesn't sound real. Like, you find out that one of his passwords for one of the computers that was like impounded was literally "I fuck kids." Yeah.
What?
Yeah, like kind of cartoon villain. Yeah. And there are some cases where someone's a complete monster, but they've made really good art, and like it's a whole thing that people have to grapple with.
Not here.
But yeah, I don't really think Shinobi versus the Dragon Ninja is all that compelling, at least, not enough to,
No,
yeah,
no. I
make.
think the world completely forgot about that band and for good reason. And I mean, I don't know. I have no idea what the other people in the band knew. They may have been completely oblivious to all
Yeah,
this. I don't want to throw them under the bus.
uh, you know, but I understand it was kind of like it wasn't really. I mean, people have a lot of ways of being in bands, and this was more of we get together like on weekends, and this is more of a coworker situation.
Yeah, yeah.
So like they legitimately did not know.
Okay.
And um obviously like that's horrible to find out about someone. And
Oh
I think
yeah.
like when he got arrested for it, they obviously like cut ties immediately, and they're just like, okay, well, like we want to keep making music, but we're not going to do it with this fucking guy. Oh my God.
Yeah, why then I feel worse for those guys because, anybody that knows the story, whatever, it's what they always say, like, oh, the guy from Lost Prophets. And those guys just or guy, I think they're all dudes, I don't remember.
Yeah.
They're all gonna get lumped in a way. I mean, people, you know how people are. Look at me, I didn't know, and so good, I'm gonna put some lotion on my hands. They're very dry for October. But yeah, I wonder if they went on and did anything. I don't know. I haven't followed any of that stuff. I'm afraid to look it
Yeah.
up.
Yeah, I think from what I understand, he basically confined all of that stuff to his interactions with people online.
Okay. Yeah.
So, well, I guess, that's what you kind of have to do. If
Yeah. Yeah, I
that's
guess so.
kind of fair.
Oh, I'm gonna
Uh,
have to. Oh, good.
well, anyway, yeah, like he will not be missed.
He will not be missed. No.
No. Diane Keaton died, which is sadder.
Who? What? Who?
Diane Keaton, the
Oh,
actress.
Diane Keaton. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That wasn't a good one. We weren't happy about that one.
No.
But she at least lived, well, she's 79, I think she was, and
Yep.
left behind a pretty unstoppable body of work. So I think people are gonna remember her a lot better than that other fucking guy. Uh,
Yeah. Very talented actress. She will be missed.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, granted, she did do a lot of work with Woody Allen, but I mean, at that time,
I think that was pre
it
Gopher
was, yeah, that's what I
fucking.
was gonna say. It's before.
Speaking of pedophiles,
Yeah, yeah. There's this comedian, God, and I can't remember her name off the top of my head. Jesus Christ. She's fairly popular, or she's fairly well known. Ah, God. It'll come to me. Oh, it's shit. She used to have a show on Comedy Central, like a night sh like a even like a night show, like a night show, like a late night show.
you're
Chelsea
not.
Handler. Chelsea Handler.
Oh,
So she told this story that she was at a dinner, uh, something that like, it was some sort of entertainment business event, whatever. And she said that they ended up being seated with Woody Allen and his current wife, daughter. And so
God.
she was like, I just held my tongue all night, like trying not to cause a problem. She's like, but at one point, she's like, I just had the perfect opening, and I said to Woody Allen, "Okay, I'll wait till Helen comes back to say the pun. Come back for
Oh,
an exciting
I
punchline."
just needed to shut the
Oh,
door.
you're okay. So she said she kind of waited for the perfect time, and she just said to Woody Allen, "So how did you two meet?"
Oh,
Yeah, so
yeah,
that's the way to do it.
I've seen that the defense of him
No.
is, well, like if you watch them interact, Suni, like, is very assertive and tells him what to do. It's like, well, that's great. So he's a man child that wanted a mommy, like a child
Yeah,
mommy.
a
That
child
makes it
mommy. Yeah,
grosser.
yeah. The name of this episode is going to be Child Mommy. It's not.
No.
I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. I wonder if Trump's password is I'm in the Epstein files.
Yeah, boy. Oh boy.
Yeah. Yeah. I have a feeling we're going to be talking about that again pretty soon. But until then, oh, unless you had something, sorry, I don't want to cut you off.
No, no, I did not. Maybe we can get to beer and like
Let's get to beers. Yeah.
let's talk about these depressing men.
I think that's a great idea. And I think I went first last week
Okay,
or
well,
2 weeks ago.
I discussed one I was thinking about doing, but I decided to punt that one.
Okay.
And
I bought a beer for this week a couple weeks ago and I can't find it. So I had to and I who how do you lose a beer? I did. Um
almost like I spent like 10 minutes looking for that goddamn thing, and
yeah.
then I finally found it.
Well, I
Um,
never found it, so I had to replace it with something else. But you'll
I'm
like it.
sure it'll turn up the minute like you switch up Zoom. I just know it.
Yeah.
All right, so I've got oats tomorrow. This is a Haggard production,
Nice.
5.8% ABV. It's an oatmeal stout.
I like
And
the name.
I personally am excited about the colder weather.
Oh, me too.
For one reason and one reason only, it means dark beers are gonna start happening again. And I I love dark beers. I will drink them even in like the height of summer
Me
when
too.
it's thicker like that.
I drink a stout at least every weekend. That's not an exaggeration at all. Sometimes
Yeah.
two. I'm gonna have two tonight, two stouts.
And look, it makes cousin Eddie show up so much better.
Ah,
And,
I can't wait till you see my glass.
yeah, your Steelers did pretty good. Did they win? I didn't
They
watch
did,
the other
yeah,
game.
yeah, they won. That was I could have just slept during that game. It was not competitive at all.
Mm. You know what this tastes like? It's a really robust oat bread.
Ooh,
Um, yeah, I think sometimes I really like these dark beers that just taste like to me like a baked good.
yeah, yeah.
Um, just not to say like dessert stouts, but I kind of like
Oh yeah, I
the
know what
ones
you mean.
that taste like a nice loaf of bread,
Yeah.
which I meant to bake today and then forgot to put it on overnight yesterday. So
Hmm.
weekend maybe, I guess. Next weekend's my birthday, by the way.
What's that?
Next weekend's my birthday.
That's right. So I don't know if we're broadcasting next week. I'm just gonna.
Um, I am seeing a movie at 5:15, and I think it's about 90 minutes. So if I live at home, I should be able to make it.
Okay.
Or maybe if we could punt to 7:30,
Yeah, well,
perhaps.
yeah, that's fine. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's not a problem.
I have the next day off, so
Okay. Yeah. All right. There you go. There you go. We just scheduled it.
my
We just
best friend and I'm going to have a spa day. I'm going to go see The Wicker Man. I was
nice.
originally going to see The Wicker Man with one of my martial arts friends, but he actually is going to New York because his sword school is celebrating its anniversary. And I was like, so the sword school and I have the same birthday.
Nice.
It's younger than me, though. So,
Well,
he's neglected
be
me
careful
for his
what you say
younger
to
friend,
it.
little shit. Sorry, back to the beer.
Back to me.
Haggard's quite well liked around here, and I understand why. This is really good. I think it's got like I think what Haggard is good at is just like as we've discussed on this channel before,
Yeah.
um, just kind of like very solid takes on classics. Like this beer is not trying to do anything unusual. There's no like innovative takes on the oatmeal stout. It's just a really good solid oatmeal stout.
Yeah.
You know, like um oof, sorry. I've got the sniffles. I had the flu for 2 weeks, which is very funny to me because I got my COVID and flu shot today.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
well, Christina
Yeah.
got her COVID shot right before 2 weeks before leaving for Disney and still got COVID. So, but it was just more of a light case. She just got home today. So she hasn't had a temperature in like a while. So she's just gonna mask around the house for a few days and
That week of just being like fucking miserable. I called out of work for 2 days and then
yeah.
was just really tired. And then like I had a week of kind of feeling okay-ish. Um, like there were a couple times and I was like, well, should I go to martial arts practice because I don't feel that bad? You know, like I could probably muddle through it.
Yeah.
And then like, I'd have a sneezing fit for 5 minutes and be like,
Yeah.
oh,
Yeah.
okay, so I shouldn't go, huh? I don't want to snot all over my practice partners.
Yeah.
Oh, I am going to send you a link after we get off the horn here because I went to a seminar this past Saturday with Ramiro Dion, who is a really good jiu-jitsu teacher, and his friend had to get emergency brain surgery.
Holy fuck. What
Yeah.
happened?
I'm not entirely clear on what happened. I think it was a situation where like you went in for a checkup and they were like, well, you've got something in your skull we need to look at. And it ended up like being worse than expected. And like he's recovering and he's making decent progress, but
Yeah.
you know, like it's still pretty serious. And
Yeah.
like obviously, well, I don't know if this is obvious, but like the guy's a professional teacher and fighter and does not come with great health insurance, that line of work.
Yeah.
So there is a GoFundMe, and I'm going to send you the link, put it in the description.
Yeah,
Don't
it'll be down there.
got it. I
Yeah.
kicked
Yeah.
in $30, even though I have zero money this week, because like,
Yeah.
hey, I think if you're American, like we both are, you have probably at some point gotten slapped with a surprise medical bill, and it fucking sucks, especially
Oh,
something
yeah.
this serious.
That just made me think of because we didn't do a show last week that Anne from Darsombra
Oh
uh
yeah,
was killed in a van accident and Brian her bandmate I believe is home now or was like almost home like on his way but they did a GoFundMe. We're not going to link that one because they I think they've more than surpassed it, so we're just going to link that one.
yeah,
But
those numbers from Iowa, right? Like I
they're from
remember
oh, I thought
reading.
they were from like Baltimore. Why did I think that?
Well, I just remember we saw a bit of the road burn. They were really good,
Yeah.
and not familiar with them. And yeah, it's a damn shame.
Yeah, let me see. Yeah, Baltimore, yeah.
Oh, why did I think Iowa? Maybe I was thinking of another band we saw at the same edition of Roadburn.
Oh man. Yeah, yeah, that's rough. Check out Dark Somber if you can. Like, yeah, if you want to just go and like maybe grab some of their stuff off Bandcamp. It's very psychedelic. It's not really, I mean, they get lumped in with the metal category, but I wouldn't really say they are. But there's some heaviness and like
You
some
know, I
boominess.
think classic Roadburn band. I'm gonna dick
Yeah,
around with my chainmail for a bit. I hope
you're
that's
good.
okay.
Yeah.
Just doing that. Yeah, they're a classic Roadburn band in that they're metal adjacent,
Yeah, yeah.
metal-ish, but white metal. Um, yeah, did you see there was the first Roadburn announcement this year?
I did, yeah, but I don't remember who's on it.
It's well, Coalesce was the one Matt was really
Coalesce,
excited
yeah.
about. And I haven't listened to Coalesce since I was about 19. So um this is gonna sound like a little passive aggressive, but like I really did love their Led Zeppelin covers EP.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But I'm not trying to be a bitch. Like I just haven't listened to much of their original stuff recently. Like so I have no real opinion on that. But
I mean, they
like
haven't put a record out in.
Yeah, I think they're
Years and years
reunited
and
for
years.
Burn actually. Ooh. Um,
Because it's funny, they just Relapse just reissued their catalog on vinyl, so I finally bought it all just like earlier this year. Because I was like, oh, I don't have any of these, so I need to, get them so I have them in my collection. So I'm just listening back to them. I was like, oh yeah, this is still really good. Because I haven't listened to Coalesce in forever also, and so it was a nice reintroduction.
they are um they are a solid band.
Hmm.
They're one of the bands like Cave In where they started when they were really, really young.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. Enslaved is like that too, actually. I think Enslaved started when their drummer was
yeah.
like 13. So it is always interesting to see a band like publicly grow up.
Like Obituary. Funny enough, because I'm reading Obituary's bio. Decibel put that out. Like they put out an Obituary biography, and I'm about a third of the way through it. And I just never really grasped just how young those guys were when they started. Like when Executioner, they were in high school. Yeah, like it's crazy how young they were. Like the first couple of Obituary records, like easy enough, easy for me to say. Slowly we rot and cause of death.
Completely right. Yeah.
They were so fucking young for both of those records, like so young.
Like for Death of Stalin, probably too much, but I'm just
Nah.
thinking of I'm like, you're not even a person, you're a testicle.
Yeah, well, they've done stuff that I couldn't. Shirts.
Oh yeah, so this is speaking of Roadburn, this is a Ronzi Pazuzu shirt I got at Roadburn. I decided to relax my no more band shirts rule for Roadburn if it's a band from Europe because
Yeah,
uh bands from Europe are just straight up not gonna have a great time trying to tour the States.
yeah.
Um,
Probably not gonna resolve itself anytime soon either.
yeah, unfortunately. Like the
I mean,
America touched the stove and we're just gonna have to reap the consequences for a while.
yeah,
And it
yeah,
sucks because
yeah,
it's like
yeah. I'm not getting my hopes up on like a lot of the Death Fest bands next year because I know they've made a lot of like they've announced the whole lineup, and I'm like, we'll
well,
see.
at least we got something funny out of it. You heard what happened to Metal Threat
Sure
Festival?
did. Yeah, idiots. Yeah.
Boy, I was disappointed Dead Congregation did that, but did you see their statement?
It was kind of like yeah, because some of those bands weren't added on till the end, I think.
Yeah, they
Is
were
what the
basically like the Nazi shit was booked after we agreed to do it, and then in because of how work visas work in the States, like if we backed out, we would have potentially gotten a 10-year ban on ever coming here, and it's like, well,
Yeah, yeah.
that blows.
So I kind of get that. Yeah.
I mean, I
Um,
don't know that I would have agreed to work for that guy given like his whole deal, but like,
yeah,
I didn't hate their statement.
yeah,
I was disappointed in Gehenna. Like, I know they're not like a woke band or whatever, like they're just like party rock or whatever, but
yeah.
like, come on, man. Like, partying with Nazis is no fun.
No,
Enough people,
yeah.
like, come on, bro.
And I do like that Rip to Shreds has decided we're not doing those shows with Master now since Master was on that show as well.
Disappointment too.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. Oh,
Never trust old guys. Uh,
yeah, it's like, I
I say that as an old guy.
yeah, right. Like, I think yeah, I mean, I have no real opinion on Master. I was pretty disappointed to see them doing that fest.
Yeah.
Oh,
Um,
can I talk about speaking of death metal, gonna make some enemies. Gonna do it.
yes.
Yeah, so Sanguishigabog went
Oh
on a fucking
yeah.
Nazis web series.
Yeah, so I saw you wrote something about I'm gonna show my shirt real fast. My shirt's Castrator. They're from
Hell yeah.
Pittsburgh. Death metal. A lot of fucking Hesher neckbeard assholes were pissed off because it's four women singing about brutalizing men. May I introduce you to the first 10 years of death metal?
Right? Yeah. You know what? I will say that like I have an acquaintance who's like a very old school death metal guy and
Mhm.
like, um we got into arguments about Cannibal Corpse lyrics, like I can't really hang with that. Like I know they're not like that
Yeah,
really in life, but
yeah,
like I just too unpleasant to listen to. I don't care for it.
yeah,
I'm like just like, well, like it's just supposed to be gross. I'm like, I know. I like, but like people don't take this stuff seriously enough in real life.
yeah,
So but anyway, but he was just all in on Castrator. He's like, you know what? The ladies get their turn. And I was like, I appreciate the fact that you're consistent.
yeah.
Anyways, the Sanguishi bag.
Uh,
I
yeah,
think
I
that
didn't
was
realize.
that's
So what
totally just
happened?
blue ass. Um, anyway, so they were on Sam Hyde's web series.
Ugh.
Familiar with Sam Hyde? I have heard him described as an edgelord. I think that's too charitable. Like, the guy does not make a secret of who or what he is. Look at his fucking social media. The guy is a straight up Nazi, like hard R N word, like fucking ranting about how we need to exterminate immigrants, like fucking Nick Fuentes fanboy.
Yeah,
Like you just think he's like, oh, he's just a guy that makes a couple off-color jokes, Like you can't like expect a death metal band to be tasteful. It's like, no, it's not just distasteful. It's fucking straight up Nazi shit.
yeah,
It's straight up Nazi shit. Like, and the and like if you want to just act like, oh, this is just a case of like someone maybe like saying some drunk uncle shit, like you're either very stupid or you're fucking lying.
yeah.
I'm like,
You're more honest when you're drunk.
yeah.
And listen, I've been drunk a million times, and I've never had a Nazi
Well,
moment when I've been drunk.
drunk uncle shit, like in the sense of like people want to act like the things that Sam Hyde says are just like the kind of like slightly off color shit, like you maybe would expect like kind of a
Yeah,
that full apology for the next morning, like kind of off color, but not that bad. No, no. It's like anyone saying that doesn't know what he actually says routinely. Like, and I think honestly, you're doing him a disservice by trying to pretend like it's just kind of like sort of, I don't know, Gallagher level like kind of gross jokes. Like,
oh God, yeah.
yeah, uh, and yeah, so Sangui Sugabog collaborated with that guy,
Yeah.
and it infuriates me that Toka got fucking turbo canceled for like, he made like a I'm not going to defend the guy painting a swastika on his chest, obviously. Like I think
Yeah,
I
yeah.
agree with what the guys from Enslaved said, which is like, yeah, we know him. He's not a Nazi. He did that to be shocking, but like you also can't be surprised if people think you're a Nazi when you
Exactly. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it's if
right. So like,
you
but
put a Nazi, yeah, you put a Nazi symbol on your chest.
when he was a dumbass 20-year-old and like I have mutual friends with the singer, and they're
Yeah,
basically like, okay, like he's not a Nazi. He's just kind of not that bright.
yeah. I've heard that.
I'm sorry, that's a little mean, but like,
Speaking of not that bright, the new issue of Decibel, Sanguis, I prefer to call him Sanguis Suckabog, which is not that creative, but they're on the cover, and I was like, ah, fuck. It's the last, I saved it for last, 'cause I'm like, I'm gonna read everything else, and I read this, I'm not even through the whole story yet, and my takeaway was, these guys don't sound all that interesting.
no,
This interview is not interesting. I mean, nothing against the writer, I mean, like, that's not what's,
yeah. So what I don't get is like we are kind of spoiled for choice as far as death metal goes, even like kind of that specific subgenre, kind of dummy ass death metal. Like
yeah,
just listen to 200 Stab Wounds for Christ's sake,
yeah,
or Bolt Thrower, or Dying Fetus, or literally anything but this.
yeah. There's a bunch of other options, and they're
And
all
it,
better.
it leaves a fucking bad taste in my mouth that these guys like had a big like fucking mea culpa about like, oh, like I thought the way we wrote about violence against women like in our first EP was a little like we can understand why it was off-putting to like female fans, so we're not doing that anymore.
Yeah,
And like that's nice. You were on a Nazis TV show and your singer still has a rape themed side project.
yeah.
which I
Yeah.
find incredibly fucking creepy.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not
Yeah, the
saying you
apology is pretty
cannot
hollow.
address sexual assault in art. I'm a huge fan. Like, like I'm a huge Takashi Miike fan. I'm a huge George R. R. Martin fan. Those are guys that have written about sexual assault, and I think um, ways that kind of make a case for it as something you can address in art, but like there's a difference between like kind of treating it in a way that's like serious and horrifying.
Yeah.
Like if you like I think especially George R. R. Martin gets like a lot of crap for how he writes about it, but I think like
Yeah.
he writes about it in a pretty compassionate way.
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
Um,
he writes about it in the way where there is consequences for that action. Like
I don't
it's
think any like textual consequences necessarily, but like I
yeah,
think he really centers like the effect on like who it happens to. And I
yeah,
think that's good.
yeah,
Anyway, but yeah, if you do it in the same way as like fucking like this leering, gross way where it sounds like you wrote this while you were jerking off about it, like
yeah,
yeah, I
yeah,
find that pretty unpleasant.
yeah.
And especially if you're like making a fucking big deal about how like, oh, we don't do this with our main band anymore. Like, well,
Yeah.
you do it
Still,
with your side project though. So you just like kind of punted it to like another project. You still just really want to write about how much you want to fucking rape. Like,
yeah, yeah. It's pretty clear. Yeah.
which I to be clear, I don't think this guy has been accused of any bad behavior in real
I don't
life.
think so either. Yeah. Like I
No,
haven't
and
heard
like
anything like that.
I've never heard anything like that at all. Like I'm sure he's fine. Like,
Other than going on a Nazi's tele or program.
yeah.
Yeah. Other than that.
I haven't heard accused of any sex fest behavior in real life, and
Yeah.
I'm sure he hasn't done that shit.
Yeah.
But like the I just I find the way he writes about it like incredibly creepy.
I agree. Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't listen to them. Listen to Castrator instead.
Yeah,
Um,
or just fucking geez. Even old Cannibal Corpse, even if you find those lyrics off-putting, like I at least can look at George Fisher now and all his Instagram account is his beautiful family, the things he wins in claw machines, and theme parks.
yeah, and I didn't realize he donates a lot of that stuff to like
He
children's
does.
hospitals and things like that.
He's a
I gotta, hell, I gotta do my beer real quickly because we're running out of time. So,
yeah, please.
so, this one's called Master Brewer Marlin. I'm gonna show you Master Brewer Marlin in a second. It's from Evil Twin Brewing. It's a quadruple IPA. It's 12%
Oh, I
alcohol.
love Evil Twin. They do all those like big heavy stouts, right?
Yeah, and IPAs. They do some heavy ones too, because this is one of them. Are you ready
I
to see
remember.
Master Brewer Marlin?
Hmm?
There he is.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. And Helen, we're drinking from a
Mhm.
Wally World glass.
Oh yeah.
We did not plan this. All right, let's pop it open.
Okay, so oh no.
Oh my gosh, I can smell like I'm just getting the aroma of hops just from pouring some of this into the glass, like big time.
So there is a rapper who put out a song in the mid 2000s about living in Louisiana
Yeah.
and aren't have you heard this?
I don't know if I have or not. It doesn't sound
Yeah.
familiar. There's a good chance I haven't.
Yeah, I think his rap name is Mr. Ghetto. Uh, But yeah, it's all about like buying groceries with food stamps and hitting on a lady in the checkout line. That's
Mr.
kind
Ghetto.
of sweet.
That's the best name I've ever heard. Oh my.
I'm all for like bragging about going to discount stores
Yeah,
as a cheap bitch myself.
I'm a cheap bitch.
Yeah.
God, what is so it's four hops. Double dry, oh boy, double dry hopped with Cashmere, Citra, Comet, El Dorado, Mutika, Simcoe, and Wakatu. So that's more than four hops. It's really nice. It's if you like a really hoppy IPA that tastes very smooth, you can't go wrong with this. Oh my gosh, we're almost out of time. Holy shit. Uh It's okay. We got like 10 minutes. Um, uh, yeah, anyway, it's a nice solid IPA. I almost said EP. IPA. There's a nice warmth that you get in your chest afterward. I love that sensation. Kind of like taking a shot of bourbon or something, how it just kind of warms your chest up.
Yeah, I'm very familiar.
That's what this does. Again, like if you're not into like if you're not hugely into like very hoppy beers, and I know a lot of people aren't, then maybe stay away from this one. But if you're into that, like a lot of flavors are going on in this.
It depends on the hop.
Yeah,
Um, did you
this
say
has
this
every
is
one of them.
more, yeah, uh, on the fruit to bitter scale? About where are we?
Oh, it's it's bitter enough. It's not overly bitter. Like I'm not puckering my lips whenever I drink it. Um, and there's definitely some nice tropical fruit flavors to this. It's citrusy, but also a little, maybe a little pineapple. It's really good. It's really, there's just a lot of flavor going on. So it's hard to pinpoint everything that's happening here, but, I think the bitterness is just right. Like the citrus, it cuts into it pretty well so that, yeah, again, you're not like, uh, it's not like you're drinking, I don't know, iodine or something. Um,
Actually, that makes me think,
It's very nice.
my
Very nice,
favorite
smooth.
restaurants has a cocktail that's like, okay, are you familiar with Malort?
Oh yeah, we've talked about Malort a bunch of times.
Right.
Yeah.
So they have a cocktail that's like Malort, pineapple, and Benedictine.
Oh my.
But that's always kind of reminded me of like how some hops taste because it's like a lot of
Yeah.
bitterness, a lot of like very strong earthy flavors, and then like this kind of fruit sweetness. So
Yeah.
it's
Yeah,
kind
I
of
mean, I wouldn't describe the fruit taste here as sweet necessarily. It's just that taste is present. It's more like I taste some citrus and some pineapple, but it's not overly sweet. It's kind of a really nice balance between the bitter and the sweet. I think they call that bittersweet. I don't know. They
eh,
don't. Oh, somebody should just take me off this thing. Um, but really good. I really like this a lot. Evil Twin really almost never goes wrong. I can't really think of a time where I've been disappointed by one of their beers.
I
Um,
remember I was having like a really rotten week, and I just got a 4 pack of even more cheeses and just got like a fucking giant plate of Ethiopian food and just like ate and drank myself into a complete coma.
that's nice. That's what we should all strive to be as human beings on this planet, divided by invisible borders. Anyway, so anyway, yeah, I like this beer a lot. And again, that's I don't think I showed it to you, but that's it's nice and dark, and I definitely can't see through that. Very pleasant. I think more of a warm weather beer, but hey, you can drink it anytime.
I didn't mention this previously, but I was at Arbeiter earlier today, and
Oh
they just
yes.
started doing their gochu stout, which is gochujang and in a stout. Gochujang's a Korean chili paste.
Oh, okay.
So good, man. I almost ordered it, but I didn't want to buy an entire 4 pack because it's a very it's a sipping beer.
Sure, yeah, it's a lot to commit to. Yeah. I kind of prefer getting a single. I am fighting through a burp right now. Like, just fucking, it won't come out. I'm just struggling. I am really fighting.
Hold on, we've got a special guest who just
Oh, it's coming in at the right time because we are down. Oh, hey, there he is. Hello, Sauron. He looks very happy today. Yeah.
he's my handsome little man.
Look at him. Look at that guy. Yeah. Sauron, come over on this side. I want to pet you. Come on. Come on, come sit with me. Come on. I'm gonna just take him through the screen. How are you? He has a good distinct face too. I like the face. He's got a real good face.
You hear that, buddy?
Yeah. I we were talking about colder weather earlier, and we went to see Thou and Castle Rat and Low Cunning. Not Castle Rat. Fuck, Cloud Rat. God,
Okay.
God damn it. Those two bands need to fight, and then the winner gets to keep the rat part, and the other one has to come up with a different thing.
Well, Castle Rat has the actual like rat mascot. I think they went there.
Yeah, yeah. But Cloud Rat's been around longer.
Mm.
But anyway, Zach was great. He did a completely different set from the one that we saw him do last time. Um, so loved that. We stood by the side of the stage for Cloud Rat and Thou, and that was an experience. Good times. Yeah, I regretted wearing long pants because it got really warm in there. There were like 200 people packed into this, I mean, packed into a room, and you can never go wrong with Thou or Cloud Rat or Castle Rat. Or Low Cunning. So if you get a chance, so Low Cunning just did the Pittsburgh show, but if you get a chance to see Thou and Cloud Rat elsewhere,
Also,
definitely.
counting on Bandcamp, most incredible song titles.
Oh God, just go look at the song title. The other band, I told you I wore their shirt last time at Hockey. They're from Pittsburgh also. They also have some really great song titles, but not as good as Zach's. Like his are,
Yeah, it's hard to pick a favorite, but I think Tell That Bard to Shut the Fuck Up is up there.
yeah, it's pretty fucking good. Uh yeah, knowing Zach and knowing his personality, all of this stuff, like this is genuine 100% Zach.
Also, I just finished a Baldur's Gate 3 run where I played a bard, which is a lot of fun.
Yeah,
I highly recommend playing a bard. College of Swords.
you heard it. All right, we are down to the wire, so we're gonna end this. We'll be back next week. I don't know. Go have a beer, pet a cat, and have a pizza. Helen and I both had pizzas today.
Mm-hmm.
So there he is. Soren, I would imagine you didn't have a pizza, but I don't know until there's cat pizza. I'm not going to say anything about the Steelers. They did win. I still don't like Aaron Rodgers as a human being, but I begrudgingly admit at 41 years old, he's still kind of good. Um, and Jake or fuck, what's our wide receiver's name? DK Metcalf. Uh, I like him. That's all I'm going to say. I just want him to. All right, it's fine. I'm gonna go. The Ravens are 1-5, and that's hilarious. And fuck John Harbaugh because you went and palled around with the president. And when somebody asked you what your opinion would be of ICE coming to Baltimore, you kissed the president's fucking ass. And now you're 1-5.
Yeah.
Right, Sauron? Sauron, you have the last word. Say bye to everybody.